Hi, so I'm going to be showing you how to install FEDORA 36 Workstation Edition on VMware ESXi 6. So the first step basically is to download the FEDORA 36 disk image file. So what I need you to do is to go to the FEDORA website, and then when you get to the website, actually you just could do a simple Google search of FEDORA, and then click on the download FEDORA Workstation search result. So on the download page, you just need to click on the download link on the live ISO download option. So you just have to wait for the download to complete, and then once it's done, the next step that I need you to do is to then upload the ISO file, FEDORA ISO file, to your ESXi server. So open up a new web browser tab, and then just type in the IP address or host name of your ESXi server. Click on the open the VMware host client link, and then type in your username and your password on the login page. So once you've logged in, click on storage, and then click on data store browser. Choose a folder where you would want to upload the ISO file, or you can actually use the create directory option to create the folder. Then click on upload, select the ISO file, and then click on open. So once the upload process starts, you just have to wait for the process to complete, and then in the next step, we're then going to create the FEDORA virtual machine. So go back to ESXi and then click on virtual machines, create register VM. Click on create new virtual machine and then click on next. Give the VM a name, and then you then need to set the guest OS family to Linux, and then the OS version to I think it's FEDORA Red Hat or Red Hat FEDORA 64-bit actually. And then once you've made those selections, click on next. So you need to choose a data store and then click on next. Okay, so once you've done that, set the number of CPUs to 4, the amount of memory to 4 gigs, and then set the size of the hard disk to 100 gigs or more. You also need to check and make sure that the thin provisioned option is selected, and then scroll down to the CD DVD option, click on data store, browse to the folder where the ISO file is located, select it, and then you need to click on next. Okay, so you'll see a review page, and then just click on finish to complete the virtual machine creation process. The next step is to start the virtual machine and to install FEDORA. So what you need to do is to then click on the name of the virtual machine, and then click on the power on button or the play button on the virtual machine preview window. Once you've done that, click on the console button and then click on continue on the pop-up message that appears. So this will actually open up a console window of the virtual machine depending on the console client that you're actually using. So once it boots up, you need to select the Start FEDORA Workstation Live option using your keyboard arrow keys. So once you highlight it, just press enter. So once you've pressed enter, you should now see the virtual machine proceeding with its boot up process. So you just have to wait for this boot process to complete, and then once it's done, we can then kickstart the installation. Okay, so the boot process is complete. So click on install to hard drive, and then once you've clicked on there, you should now see the FEDORA 36 installer opening up. So once it's open, select English and then select your location and then click on continue. And then you then need to choose your keyboard layout as well as the virtual hard disk that we've just created, and then click on done. You might need to redo it. I'm not sure why it always does this, but you just need to reselect and then you should be good to go actually. Okay, so the next step is to click on the begin installation button, and then you should now see a progress bar showing you the installation progress. So you just have to wait for the installation process to complete. It should take about 10 minutes or less depending on the performance of your virtual machine. And then once it's done, we're then going to reboot the virtual machine and complete the post-installation setup process. So once the installation is done, click on the finish installation button and then click on the power button and then click on restart. You click on restart and the virtual machine should then reboot. Okay, so the virtual machine is rebooting now. And we're actually almost done. Okay, so it's rebooted now, so I'm just waiting for the graphic user interface to open up. Okay, so when it opens, you should be asked a few questions actually that you need to make selections. So on the welcome screen, click on start setup and then click on next on the privacy screen. Click on enable third-party repositories and then click on next. So just click skip this part and then you now need to specify your name and a username that you want to use. I'm just going to use Billysoft Academy and then click on next. So you now need to set a password. So just type in a password on the password field and the same password on the confirm field and then click on next. Then click on start using FEDORA Linux. So there you have it, folks. We've actually been able to set up to complete the setup process. If you actually want to install updates, just use the search bar to search for the terminal application, and then you should to install updates. Actually, you should use the command yum install. Oh, sorry, it's yum update. Sorry. So if you just run the command yum update. Let me just correct that. So it's actually supposed to be sudo yum update. Then you type in your password real quick, and then you should actually see the terminal interface downloading the package updates. So there you have it, folks. This is how you can quickly set up Fedora 36 on VMware ESXi 6 or any newer version. I'd like to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.